We're live.
Hello,
Hey,
all.
hey.
Welcome. But I guess it can be welcome back. I am Delighted Leo. I would like to appreciate. Is it Tara? You got some kind of face tune on this thing? I look nice.
You do. You look fresh.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello.
real.
Like you literally just washed your face.
Now I know the glow is coming from me for
Right.
sure.
I know
You know,
that's right.
but my complexion look all right. Anyway, hey y'all, it is Monday. We're gonna go ahead and decompress. First of all, make sure to say hello to Dustin. Hey
Hi,
Hey,
Dustin.
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 Welcome, and welcome again. As you can see, I'm not at my desk. Real comfortable in on a couch. God bless. Bianca, thank you so much for the great greeting you have in the chat. You're
Yes,
so
ma'am.
nice and welcoming. You're so sweet. We can't help it. We can't help it. She'd make sure to say happy Monday. Welcome to the Live to Leo. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to the channel as you come in. Now relax, unwind, and get ready to have a good time. That's per usual. She also made sure to say happy Monday to Dustin. Thank you so much. Oh, Miss Kim is here. Hello.
Good
Happy
evening, Miss
Monday.
Kim.
Welcome. Peace and blessings. Um, she said, "Hey y'all. Today was a day. It was a. I guess I could just call it a regular work Monday. Um, things get annoying as per usual, but I mean, hey, that's the job. But things are going all right. Bianca, how was your Monday today?
Today was a Monday. It was a Monday.
Well, I tell you,
Yeah,
it's
was working today.
yeah, sometimes it's a little jarring getting back into the work week. And unfortunately, sometimes your work carries over from Friday into Monday, and then it's like, get things done yesterday, you know?
hmm
So I totally get that. Hey, Jonathan, how was your Monday?
My Monday was decent. I literally just finished watching the first part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. It was all right, but hey, it is what it is. We got what we got. So,
Pretty much.
Ciao. From the clips that I saw for the Real Housewives reunion, it looked like it was real tame.
very.
A whole lot of Portia having to um speak up for herself. I did find it a little weird how she made sure to stand up and try to, you know, say sorry to
Yes,
Drew. And let me tell you how I feel about that. I feel like it was only done because of how crazy she looked over the season.
absolutely. And she finally apologized to Drew. And I do think that that was sincere, although I do think going into the season, that was her intent to make that
Hmm.
a storyline. Drew and Dennis doing some canoodling or whatever the case might be. And then there was some question about whether Shamia introduced Portia to Simon, and Portia was like,
But seriously though, does that matter? First of all, I
it
think it's kind of
doesn't.
weird how much of a they made that a moment. Like, does it really matter whether or not she introduced the man, whether he was married or not at the time they were introduced? But you're trying to say that Shamia said, "Hey, this is a married man over here. You need to get with him."
And I think that's why Shamia wanted to reject the idea that she introduced Simon to Portia. But
Well, shoot,
at the
Portia
end of
was
the
so hot.
day, right. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. They're divorced now. And then she didn't want to say where Simon was. And then they actually brought up the rumor that Portia called ICE on Simon, which I did not expect whatsoever. But I'm glad that they put that in the atmosphere.
I think she did.
I'm
I
sure she
think
did.
it came out in court, I believe.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And then, as far as the other part, the internet is never defeated. And on the one of their pictures, Shamia said something to about Portia and Simon, and then Portia was like, "Thanks, bestie, best matchmaker ever."
Mm, mm. There you
So
go.
it's the
You
lies.
you know what?
It's the
It's
lie. This whole season was just full of foolishness.
it's apparent that they don't speak as much as they need to. If you want to lie, we need to stay in communication.
And
Listen,
co-conspirators are best to back up said lie. Like if you got somebody to back you up on that lie, child, you good as gold. But hey, it's
Like
still reality
why
TV at
didn't
the end of
y'all
the
have
day.
they should have had a meeting beforehand. Why didn't y'all have the liars meeting?
Well, you
right?
know, Shamia and Portia aren't on good terms right now, so I can understand that.
But why are we still trying to uphold lies if we're not on good terms? Is this to me? This is one of those situations I feel like why lie when the truth will do.
Right.
Right.
Because either way, it don't make it no better or no worse.
And
The situation.
the fact that Angela tried to have a binder moment, pulling out those files, trying to prove that Phaedra was the one that had Marcus sent to her to tell her that Charles was cheating on her, just because they're all from Athens, just because Marcus is related to some woman named Candace or Kelly or whatever her name is, and just because they know Phaedra's oldest brother, that proves absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm
It's
sorry,
like how
Angela.
does this come together?
Your point wasn't proven. Yes, it was a good thing for you to pivot and make it seem as though it was Phaedra, but her trying to back that up with evidence, that didn't work. At least not for me.
It didn't work for anybody, especially now that we've seen all the receipts from Alex. At
Exactly.
this point, I wish Alex would have spoke up before that reunion was filmed. That's
Right.
what I wish.
Well, to be honest, I kind of like it better that it was after the reunion was filmed, so we could see the lies that they thought they were about to give everybody. You know, Miss Kim says my Monday was very quiet and productive. That's wonderful.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. Hey, Miss Tammy, God bless
Hey,
you.
Tammy.
She says, "Good evening, all. It is a decompression day. I had one today. Ooh, I'm usually good, but I was ready to go with folks today. My lunch, ooh, child, my lunch walk didn't even settle me.
Wow.
Keep me in prayer. I'll get it off run tomorrow. Oh, okay. Your run tomorrow. Okay. Well,
Always,
we know
Tammy.
you're gonna be
Always.
just fine because you're in the palm of King Jesus.
Listen,
And let me tell you something. These hoes could never. You are amazing.
Never.
They can't touch you. And when they try to, they draw back nubs. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Sometimes you have to remind yourself these hoes can never.
You
I
know,
wish everybody could have that conversation with themselves every once in a while,
hmm
so they can build themselves up in the right way.
the first time I heard the saying "you gonna draw back a nub" was when Janet said it in The Nutty Professor 2 at the dinner table when old boy's brother kept trying to grab at her plate. Keep grabbing at my plate, you gonna draw back a nub. I'd never heard that before she said that on that movie.
Well, sometimes you have to let people know what's going to be. You know,
Okay, know what you
you have
gonna
to
say
let them
about
know.
your
listen.
Okay. Um, but yeah, what's the lady Brit that
hmm
didn't show up?
right.
I feel like she did the stupidest thing by putting out that IG whatever thing talking about how I'm not going to continue on. This journey is done for me. I'm going to move on and move forward and just stay away from the dramas. Like, girl, it sounds like, cuz once again I don't be watching. It sounds like she was the drama. She was the liar and she didn't want to be called out on anything. So people that is the stirrer of the pot and the kitchen get too hot, they like to run and say, you know what, I'm gonna choose peace.
They would have ate Brit up during that reunion if she was there. And I think she knew that. And that's why she didn't show up, which I wouldn't blame her. I don't blame her at all for not showing up, especially if she knew that she probably wasn't going to come back next season. What's the point? What's the point? Save yourself, girl.
Mm-mm. Her dress was beautiful though.
It
Her dress
was.
was gorgeous, but I just don't understand why we have three parts to this reunion. It could have been summed up all in one reunion yesterday, and we could have called it a day. Why are we dragging this out? Nothing
Just
happened.
one,
Kenya isn't
just,
there.
oh, go ahead, Bianca.
Oh, because Kenya isn't there, Britt isn't there. They were the biggest drama of the season. We don't have Marcus and Alex for Angela. What are we doing here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what else was I going to say? Dang, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I thought that yeah, that's what I was going to say. They could have just had like an hour and a half or 2 hour big old reunion, just one big old hour and a half, 2 hour reunion. Bring all the men there. Apparently, Ralph's there. Dennis is there. I guess because he was part of Portia's storyline this season. Charles is there as well. Just bring them on and let's get on out of here. It's ridiculous that they were 3 hours late. Andy was not happy with those
Yeah,
women
he was
Who was
pissed.
at
3 hours
all.
late?
The
Everybody?
women, they like the first. I think the first girl got on the couch like 2 hours late. I think, and then Drew finally came a full 3 hours late. Drew was the last one to sit down.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah,
Kelly.
that sounds like one of those things like, well, she's late, they're late. I mean, I'll be all right.
Exactly.
That
Mm-mm.
is that's distasteful. Um, I think I did like that little note that Drew said. Simon says you have no story. Oh, that was kind of funny.
Exactly.
That
Simon
was pretty
says you have
funny.
no storyline, girl, because she didn't.
Didn't at
Drew
all.
was her storyline. Literally was her storyline every single episode.
Wait, so there's literally nothing else that she was doing other than I guess she couldn't speak on the divorce or anything like that, or say
She
like, hey,
couldn't
I'm going to.
couldn't speak on the divorce. She couldn't film at her house until the final episode. Um,
She
how
made sure
dreadful.
we saw their house too.
Okay, okay, it's beautiful too. She finally was able to film. They did one like last little filming at her house on the final episode after the final like trip to Grenada, and they came back for Angela's benefit thing, and she finally was able to film like 6 months later. But yeah, she literally had no other storyline, but besides Drew was her storyline pretty much because she really didn't do too much of anything else, to be honest, besides say that she would sleep with Angela Oakley's husband. But other than that, that was it.
It's official. You don't win when you play dirty.
Well, she
No,
said it when she was sitting at that table with Shamil, and Shamil was like, "Why can't we be friends like we are in real life?" Portia said, "They don't pay me enough for that. I'm not giving them that." And she meant every word she said. She ain't gave us nothing since.
I
She.
will say though, she looked gorgeous on that couch. Portia, I
Oh,
feel like she looked the best out of all the women.
I
Like
do
the way
agree.
that her top was structured, it brought the girls up real nicely. Of course, her hair. She never disappoints with the hair, makeup. Portia was the best look overall. Shamia and Kelly, for some reason, their dresses were drooping, so it was showing a lot of their breasts. And I told
See,
Mama while we
that's
were
why you have to like put into the equation. How's this going to look sitting down?
Damn right.
exactly. And I was having a conversation with mommy while she was watching it. And I said, I would feel so insecure as a woman on national TV, understanding that I have to wear dresses with no bras. That means that my breasts have to act right. And if my breasts don't act right, what I got to do? I got to get some breast augmentation to lift them or enhance them just
Well,
so that I
there's
can look
tape.
good in a
Mm-hmm.
dress.
There's tape, chicken cutlets. There's things you can
Yeah.
do now
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Because, I have no idea about all of that. No,
because you
no
don't have
idea. But
boobies.
exactly. Thank the Lord.
And they used to whipping them out on camera anyway. So hey,
Right.
they don't care
Well,
one.
true. Um, Unveil Vibration says, "Good evening on my solar return day, aka birthday eve. Big 42."
I know that's
It's
right.
coming right up tomorrow. He's only 41 for another couple of hours.
Okay, he says, "Just had my cup of birthday eve's wine."
I know
He
that's right.
did.
Over there feeling good,
That's
huh?
what's up. Okay.
enjoying life, okay, as we should. I wish it to me it's just sad, people like Portia. It kind of bank on, my life being this, or I feel my life should be this, and I blame her mother for that. Um, I don't think it's necessarily about setting expectations of what life should be or what it could be, but sometimes we do need to work towards taking life as it comes for what
Right,
it is.
right.
I feel, yes, there is a bit of, manifestation, taking control, and, I'm going to do this. But when you ask God for things and you say, you know what, I'm just going to make this happen, I feel like Simon is one of those I'm going to make this happen moments. I
Mm-hmm.
got what I'm looking for. I got this. I'm just going to make this happen. And when you're in the process of making this happen, unfortunately, you don't realize somebody's a fraud.
Right.
Exactly. And I feel like when she met Simon, she felt like, oh, he checks every single one of my boxes. So, hey, let's do this thing. And Kelly did get her together. Girl, don't compare your marriage to mine. I was married for 11 years. You were married for 11 months, honey. Okay. So don't come to me with that. Okay.
I know
I
that's
mean, it's so true. What you thought of that, Bianca?
exactly what you said. She thought she hit the jackpot, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She really thought that she hit the jackpot, and it ended up being the worst decision ever because now the man gone, he's deported, and a judge over here can't force him to pay crap. So you over
Mm-hmm.
with. Prenup, postnup, whatever nup took 9 months for you to do doesn't even matter.
Don't matter at all.
And how it
At
take months
all.
to do a prenup when y'all was married for 11? That's why I
Don't
say
make no
y'all
sense.
can't with these women this season. All of them get on my nerves. I can't stand none of them. All of
For
them sin
real.
on the whole scheme because
It,
Phaedra ain't
it's
bad enough for me.
it's it's
Okay.
it's, it's sad, and you're right. Phaedra, she's a sad one for me as well. It really doesn't bother me. No, I just feel sorry for them seeing those pictures of them like on Instagram going out to Africa, dressed specific ways and stuff like that. And it's like we can see your slip. We know what you want. We know what you're trying to do. And it's like it kind of makes me wonder like what is Phaedra fighting for? And I feel like that's why Phaedra is so up. Phaedra's behind because she wants to be Phaedra. I mean, excuse me, Phaedra wants to be Portia. But soon it's like she gonna be looking for another younger girl to be like because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
time,
Yeah.
you know.
And it was so interesting watching Phaedra and Portia back each other up the entire reunion. Like the entire reunion. They were truly freaking frack throughout that entire reunion. I didn't like that at all.
The things we do to remain relevant.
And I think that's another thing that is Shamia off too, because Shamia's like, okay, I'm coming finally coming on the show with my best friend, only for you to be freaked up with Fred.
And Shamia hardly said anything this first part, like hardly anything. And you're
Mm-mm.
sitting next to Andy, and we're not talking to her yet, but I guess they just sat her next to Andy because of the whole Portia fallout. So,
I guess she over there like Jennifer Hudson. Where you at?
okay.
Deliver.
Because all I see is your breasts. I can't hear your voice. I'm sorry.
That's it.
It's not adding
Just
up for me.
signing.
Okay. But she was nice and oiled up though. Her skin
She
looked nice and
was.
moisturized. Nice
She
and
Mm-hmm.
looked real
moisturized.
nice.
She did.
Uh, but I do agree. I think I would have been uncomfortable with my boobs. Like if I sneeze too hard.
Okay, popping out. Popping right on out. Bloop.
Hello. But yeah, though that dress we talked about it, though that dress looked really rich. It looked
It
like real
did.
money.
It did.
You did.
I I I didn't like the top part. I wish there
Yeah.
was more structure to it.
Kind of like when Wendy had that blue dress that had that thing coming up on her like
Oh,
almost in front of her face. I think it was season 9 or 8.
Hmm.
That thing was just sitting on her shoulder like it was like it was interfering with her. It looked so much better with her standing up. It didn't give me all that all that I needed while it was sitting down. Because to me, the best part of the dress is the bottom, but it is what it is.
Yeah. What's her name that was sitting beside her with that horrible dress that we said was horrible?
Kelly,
Yeah, Kelly.
They
Her
look
dress.
hula hoop.
she's
Mm-mm.
so short. She looked like a little person sitting next to Angela.
She
Like,
also looked like she had just a bunch of random fabric bunched up around her while she was sitting down.
and about 20 packs of hair in her head. She had all that hair, like all that hair. Like she don't and the hair was so long, it's like almost as tall as she was. It's like you don't need all that. You really don't need
Right.
all that. I would love to see Kelly in a pixie cut, in a shortcut. I would love to
Mm,
see her with a
give us
shortcut. See,
less.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I can't. Her head is somebody.
Mm. It does look a little
Ooh,
angular, but I think that's because of the surgery that she had. It looks like it comes
wait,
down
what kind of
at an.
surgery has she had?
I don't know what surgery she has had,
Something.
but and I don't want to disrespect her. I really, because I'm going to preface this comment by saying this. I mean this with no disrespect. But when I saw that picture of her reunion dress, I told Mama she's giving '80s trans woman to me in the face. Like it looks like she went to somebody's basement and had them pull her face up and like she's a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful woman, but it's clear that she's done something to her face and it don't look fresh. It really don't look
Mm-hmm.
fresh at all.
Yeah. To make the decision to do something to your face in that that's a little scary. You don't because when you make one wrong move,
Mm-hmm.
it's a done data. It's a small list of people that I feel like that has it done right. And I think the first one for me that I recognize automatically would have to be Miss Tina Knowles. When she got her face snatched, I said, yes, this is how you do it. This
Yes,
is what we're looking for when it comes to getting a little nip tuck. She looked like she just got out the shower. She was refreshed.
absolutely.
That's what I like. I respect those kind of transformations. And then of course it's not like we saw her right after she got off the table. No. We saw her
Right.
after she was healed, no
Exactly.
longer puffy. She was good. That's how you do it.
Hmm.
Do it with class. Oh boy. Um has any I'm just gonna ask, I'm gonna put it out there since it's something that's all over my TikTok. Do y'all pay attention to Love Island?
No,
I
I
can't.
don't.
I tried. I honestly did because another content creator, she watches it every single day. Got her mom watching it too. And I was like, okay, let me try to watch it. Turned on episode 1. I was clicked out by 10 minutes. I couldn't take it.
I literally intake Love Island in clips on TikTok.
I haven't even seen any clips though. Hmm.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to send you some so I can flood your timeline.
Hmm.
But it's like there was a lot of people. You want to turn that down, sir? Excuse me, sir. You want to turn that down? Thank you. He over there watching us, and all I can hear is us talking about things and stuff like this.
It's okay, Jennifer, because I wasn't hearing it. I guess it's
Mm-mm.
just you because you're
Oh
close.
no, it's in my ear. I know y'all can't hear it because y'all
Oh,
would have
oh,
said
okay.
something already by now.
Right.
Anywho, um, I've only seen it in clips. The boring couples and everything, nobody really talks about them, so I don't have to hear about it. There's only one couple that I've really liked, Nicholas and Olandria. And the problem is, out of like 30 something episodes, they didn't even start getting, they didn't get together until like the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
and they were up under other people the whole time.
Do you have an
But
idea of how many people are actually on the show? Do you have an idea?
it's a whole heap. They
Yeah.
come and go.
They come and go. Oh yeah, no, 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 thank you.
And then, Jonathan, it's so popular to the point there. You know those places that have like really huge TVs where you watch like sports and stuff like that.
Hmm.
They're playing Love Island on these TVs. I'm gonna just have to send you.
Wow.
I'm gonna send you like just a video just so you can see how people are doing it, and people are creating like all these kind of edits of how every time they saw Nick stare at Alandria. Like it's just stuff like that to make it just even cuter. If I'm very sure that if I would have seen like a whole episode of this show, I think I would have been pissed.
Oh,
Mm.
So I'm just going to keep it to the
Keep to the
clips
to the
and
clip.
clips.
all the
Yes.
commentary that I'm hearing. They make it sound so interesting. I'm seeing women having their husbands, fiancés, and boyfriends sit there and watch it with them. They getting pissed off at the things that these dudes are doing. Oh
And
gosh.
it's interactive, so they can vote the people off themselves.
Exactly.
That adds an interesting that adds an interesting concept. Yeah,
But
okay,
I
okay.
promise I would not be able to watch it without the if I were to watch it. I wouldn't be able to watch it with all the commentary that so many people have been giving. People have really been showing their behinds and giving their opinions, but it's really something. But a lot of people are saying they ain't going to watch it next season because of how they did the people this season. But we'll see, because I'm pretty sure they're still going to be in my timeline next time they do another season.
Okay. You know it.
It's something about that show though. It's just unsettling.
Mm.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's about three or so cast members that when they came home they unalived themselves, and then the stuff that they're doing, like the guy who had the cold sore and they had to spit the milk into one mouth and kiss the other person. It was just like I can't I'd be not got mad at some at the TV,
Unsanitary.
and they just swapping and
That sounds like fetishy, kinky stuff that you should be
You
doing
know,
in a bedroom with a loved one, not some
it's
strangers you have no idea who they are.
though you have a point because I never seen them do the challenge. I only heard them talking about them doing the challenge.
okay.
Okay.
So I something tells me I really would have been triggered if I actually saw them doing that because just hearing about it's like, no, thank you.
Ew.
No,
But
no.
I saw they even had like a little baseball game they had to do, and it was a different guy at every pit, and the girls had to run, and the one had to get something out of this one mouth, and she had to run, and she had to rub this up against this one body, and then the last one, and they hit the home run, they jump on them and kiss them, and they just swap the people out. So girls was getting mad because it was like, Dag, she know I'm dating him, and she kissed him longer than she was supposed to.
No.
I was like, I
No.
can't.
I can't do that. I'm
But I
sorry.
kind okay,
I
though
can't.
it's a bit messy. I kind of understand why they have those games like that to kind of like cuz we only have like pretty much a month, right?
And then you have to play.
And exactly, they want cuz sometimes with people it kind of takes a minute to cross that line.
Right.
So,
They're
I
just
guess
speeding the
it kind of
process along a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, I ain't think about it like that.
but you know,
And at the end of the day, it's reality TV. So to me, that's expected. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that they were doing that on those shows, but to hear that they're doing that, I'm not surprised at all.
but it's some of the most you know reality TV these days is so scripted, so produced.
Right.
Though this one is heavily produced, it's the closest to the original reality TV than
Yeah,
I've ever seen.
that's true.
Not ever, but
Yeah.
we were there when reality TV started back when
Okay.
Real World Road Rules,
Mm.
the the I Love wait,
Flavor of
Flavor of
Love.
Love.
I
Ooh,
Love
that
New
was my
York.
Yeah. That's why it still holds up to this day because it was real reality.
favorite.
People
Absolutely.
didn't truly understand. what you can make of it
Right.
and do with it to
Mm-hmm.
take
Hmm.
yourself places. So you don't see the only person that really did it, in my opinion, was Tiffany. She was the mastermind to be like, if I do like this is going to happen. Nobody else was thinking like that, in my opinion.
Right.
Right. I saw an interview of Hoops and she understood where Tiffany was coming from. She was like, when the cameras were off, she was a cool chick. She really was. But all of a sudden, she came back in the room from talking to the producers or something like that. And she was completely different. But, to hear that Hoops respects Tiffany for what she did, that's how you know that's a real one right there.
Made a
Right.
show.
Exactly.
She made the show, which is why let's be real, we all knew she was never going to get picked, but that show was very both seasons that she was on,
Mm.
very interesting. I enjoyed it.
And that's why nobody watched the third season. Only thing I remember about the third season of Flavor of Love was that they had twins. That's the only thing I remember from
Yeah.
that.
I can't even remember a third, to be honest.
Ooh, yeah. I was thinking about Flavor Flav kissing people. It was never that was
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
something. It was
That was
that's tough.
disrespectful. That really was disrespectful to my
ooh,
namesake. We share the same first and middle name. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, because that man is such a nice man. He's such a genuine man. He's
but
such
he
a.
would be putting tongue with it, Jonathan. I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
and
see
then
that.
he used to be
know.
everywhere.
I don't
Like,
want to see that. I just personally, for my eyes, for my virgin eyes, I would prefer not to see that. I'm sorry. I just don't. I
mm-mm.
just don't.
Ooh,
You would have had to
but
get
God
out.
bless him and all of his endeavors.
Absolutely. Because he is a good man. Like
Oh yeah, now
he's not
that's the man.
problematic. He's not
Unless,
problematic in any way, shape, or form. He brought the polo team from USA. He brought their gold medals or something of that nature. Like he's a good man. Like I
mm-hmm.
won't say anything bad about that man
That's
as
for
far as his
sure.
personal life is concerned.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
hilarious. I love Flavor Flav.
he is hilarious, and he got a heart.
Yes, yes.
And to be honest, it's not like I like seeing anybody. Not everybody kissing is always good. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right about that.
You see how I softened that up?
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all remember when Heidi put a whole chicken into in the microwave?
Uncooked, yes, fresh out the pack. And she put some accoutrements on it. You know what I'm saying? Put a few carrots in it. A few croutons on it, and put it in the
To
microwave, and
feed him and his
set it,
mama.
set it. Pressing the microwave number. She didn't know how to work it. You know
But
what
you
I'm
know what she
saying?
pressed? Wanna know what she pressed, Jonathan?
She said chicken. She pressed chicken.
Chicken.
Yes, the chicken button. Yes, you did.
Y'all
I
mean
didn't even know
Beyonce?
microwaves had a chicken button. I guess they did back in the day.
Her name was Beyonce, honey.
Okay,
Boy, when you dressed up,
Beyonce,
Beyonce. You look like
Beyonce.
Luther Vandross. I
And
Okay.
kid you not.
yours.
Beyonce, I am so sorry that an ugly bitch like this would have the nerve to call herself Beyonce. Yeah, she apologized to Beyonce face to face on that camera. She said, Beyonce, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
so
I'm
sorry.
so sorry. Okay.
And,
My
and let me tell you
apologies,
something.
girl.
I know Beyonce had a good laugh on that one.
You know she did. The way Hottie said it, and she turned right around after she said it. She knew she wasn't serious
She,
about
she, now
that.
she,
You
she,
know,
she,
she was playing the game, and I appreciate her for that. I really do. And I always loved the way that they sounded the bicycle bells every time she blinked. That was magic,
Man,
magic.
gold.
Goldie was crying. Okay,
I don't
that
blame her. I would have
episode,
She
been on the floor
was.
with her.
She
that shit
was.
lives rent free in my head.
Okay.
Ooh, child.
B
Now
word
see,
need to be in a mental hospital. That's what she said to the confessional. Yes.
I wouldn't
Crazy.
mind being up in there, but I wouldn't be able to kiss Flavor Flav.
Me
So you're
either.
right. They'd had to kick me out.
No, no, no,
I couldn't
no,
do it.
no. Ooh, I just thought about it. Oh,
All right, let's let's get that out of our minds there.
please.
But that was she even had those French's fried onions on that chicken.
That's what I meant when I said croutons. Those French's fried onions. Yes, just sprinkle a little bit on the top. Yes, voila. Okay,
Didn't
Okay,
even try.
done.
magic.
She'd been better off just cutting a little leg off or something and trying to fry that or something. At least they had some cooked.
Right.
I love the reaction that everybody had to it. They were like, what is this?" But I truly, there's no way in my mind, there's no way she didn't know that that chicken wasn't going to be cooked. I know she did that just to be seen.
Yes. She was playing the game just as much as New York was, just
I
as
believe it.
much as New York was. She just didn't get the screen time and she didn't have as much personality. She didn't put as much
Hmm.
effort into it as New York did, but she was
She
doing her
didn't put
thing
as
too.
much effort into pushing people.
Right.
Exactly. She
She
didn't
needed to
make
put
any
it into her
enemies.
people.
Right.
Yeah. And it's now, see, as soon as you said enemies, all I heard was good morning, you
Not
or
you.
not
Okay.
you.
You what did she say?
She said you
You
can
can choke.
spin something like
She
that. You can
said you can
choke.
choke. Yes.
Give it up, delicious.
Give it up, delicious. You look like a man.
Yeah, she knows she was wrong for that. And
Her
who was the one who
mustache
pooped on the
and her
floor?
stained eye have got to go.
It was one of them that pooped on the floor during the
She was. Let me tell you something. This is the time when they were just letting anybody on TV.
Right,
I'm not saying she
right.
looked bad, but she looked like a girl from right around the corner down in South Carolina. Like she looked so
Yeah.
freaking regular to me, and I was
So
like, "How she
freaking
even get on
regular.
here?"
Absolutely.
But how do you poop? She must not. Did she not
But
have drawers on?
I
How did
guess
the poop
not.
clear?
I
I
guess not,
guess
because it was
not.
shoulder trail. We would have had to throw some bowls with that one.
It's
You know
like
you should have took your butt to the door and bathroom.
Especially
I'm
when you,
gonna.
because you always feel it coming. You always feel
Right.
it coming. It never sneak. Well, sometimes it does sneak up on you, but at the same time, you still feel it coming, girl. Yeah.
Maybe she was just scared to say, "Hey, I gotta take an S word. Bye, y'all."
Yeah. When you're filming, you got the cameras on you. You know, you don't want to say, "Can I use the bathroom really quickly?
I
I,
would
I need to
rather
step
than
step
on the
out." But
floor.
I would have done it though.
Because the camera's got the
I don't
driplets.
even think I would have. As soon as we were in between, no, I would have said, "Yo, I got to go by," and
I
just did
got
put
to
it.
go.
Unveil Vibration says I could see Jen on Bad Girls Club. Let me tell you something. Can I tell you what Jennifer would be on the Black Bad Girls Club?
Mm,
I'd be like a mother the whole time.
yeah. I only watched one season of Bad Girls Club. I can't remember. I think a girl named Flo was on that season. She was like a white girl who was like real hood. That was the only season of Bad Girls Club I ever watched.
I've seen a couple of seasons of Bad Girls Club, and all of them were stupid.
Of
Um,
course.
but because at one point it just started getting crazy for no reason. Because most of the times when they do fight, it is with decent reason.
Hmm.
Um, Unfortunately, there's miscommunications and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But some people, like as it got further and further into, it's like, you know what, this is stupid.
It's just stupid now.
Yeah,
Yeah. If I were on Bad Girls Club, I'd be questioning why am I even there.
of course.
How they let me on here? What bad girlness do I exhibit? You know? Because to be honest, I think I would have been just laughing like, wow,
Right. Like a fly on the wall.
crazy. It's crazy. I'd be helping people when they're drunk because
Hmm.
I'd be drunk too, but I tend to help people when I'm drunk too. So that's what I'd be doing. I'd be having fun. Everybody would love me. But when it
True that.
would come down to fighting, they'd be like, Jennifer, why didn't you get in it? Did I call her a stink? That was you, right? Handle yours. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I don't do that jumping stuff.
Listen,
I'm your friend, not your sparring partner, ma'am.
Okay. I
Okay.
right.
follow code. Okay. All
Especially
right.
on foolishness. Mm-mm.
Right.
Yeah, we not doing that. Because then I'm
Okay.
thinking I'm mad at you. Now we about to be fine.
Okay.
So no,
I'm not about to help cash any checks going on. You the one that wrote it.
right.
I'm not going to assist you with that. Or I'm not going to help you take this mattress down to the pool.
Right. Girl, those was the days though. Even
Yeah.
that, like I cannot watch Bad Girl Clubs present day.
Oh
I
no, 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 no.
the back in the day, Bad Girls Club is what I used to watch.
I watched Bad Girls Club heavily. I think this is a time when I was really like working at this call center, and I was pretty much getting off around like 1 a.m.
Hmm.
So I don't know, when you work the night and you wake up, not wake up, when you get out, like you're still going. So what I would do, a lot of times I would just walk around Walmart, to be honest with you,
Hmm.
Hmm.
and I would listen to Mona Simone from A Connection TV, and
Yes.
they would talk a whole thing on whatever happened with Bad Girls Club that night or the night before that week.
Hmm.
And Mona Simone would have interviews and stuff, but it was just I was just good times. But I did watch a lot of Bad Girls Club, and like I said, like you're throwing people stuff out just because you knew. I would, we haven't even met them. We don't know if they're punk bitches yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Right.
Can we find out first?
Right. Not to
Ugh.
change the subject, but to change the subject, just really quickly because it is 8:40. I want to know: do you guys watch Carlos King's interviews? Because I've watched his interview with Miss Juicy Baby. He's not a good interviewer, like at all. Like there were so many awkward silences between the two. He didn't seem
Really.
to be a good interviewer. I'm sorry, I just did not. I didn't like his interviewing, and I hate to see him post a reunion.
I didn't see that one. Usually he talked like the ones I saw was like with Nene Leaks, so they was kikiing the whole
Hmm.
time and
Right.
stuff like that. I didn't see Miss Juicy's, and I don't look at all of them either.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Personally, I only if I'm curious as to what happened on an interview that he's done, I'd watch Alex Rogers so he could talk, so I can get the
Yes.
gist of it. So
Absolutely, because he does review all of his interviews for the most part. I just find his voice extremely annoying to me, like
incredibly, you know what
extreme.
I hate? Okay, I don't hate, but I don't like how he panders to people and like kind of boosts them up. It's like I'm pretty sure
All
as a
the
producer,
time.
this is what you do to kind of get people, try to make them feel good or whatever. It's like,
Right.
sir,
This is
it
not
you.
necessary.
I know I'm great.
I mean, he started off the interview with them taking shots of juice, and it was all clunky, and it's just nothing, like Dion said and Got to Be Real, nothing was together. I mean, it was just all over the place. And maybe that was just an isolated moment. Maybe I'm guessing his other interviews, like maybe with like Nene Leaks, like Bianca said, are better produced, but that one with Miss Juicy, I didn't like that
Well,
one.
I more than likely was like that because he doesn't know Miss Juicy.
Her like,
Exactly.
I don't even
He
know
Exactly.
why he interviewed her. That's
Yeah,
why I
his
didn't
best
like
interviews are people that he know.
it.
No shade to Miss Juicy, because I love her being on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I did like her on Little Women Atlanta. I thought that was extremely entertaining, the Little Women show.
That was
Because Miss
good.
Juicy played the game on Little
Did she
Women
not?
Atlanta. She played the
She
MFing
played it.
game on
She
that
did it
show.
well.
Because all these other girls are rookies, honey. This might be my first reality show, but this ain't my first rodeo. Okay, but
Okay.
at the same time, I just didn't understand why he was interviewing her. It didn't make any sense to me. She wasn't promoting anything. It was just kind of a glimpse into Miss Juicy's life, her growing up. The fact how did she end up being a little person and all that good stuff. But they got into her and Miss
That's
Minnie's.
Jennifer.
Oh, she got into her and Miss Minnie's beef, and was that real and was that not? And it was.
But what's so funny, Priyanka?
I'm sure it's your facial expressions.
When he said, how did
So, how'd you grow up to be little? How'd that happen? What'd you do there?
How did this come to be?
How'd this come about?
How did this come about, Miss Juicy Baby?
Whew, whew, that tickled me.
How did little become your destiny? Hmm?
Oh,
How did we get there?
so tasteless. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. But Jonathan, going back to his voice, you know that's not his voice, right?
Wait,
It's not.
No, I can't remember who he was, if he was interviewing somebody or if it was on his Monday Night Live show when he was talking about how he is the man in the relationship and that he used his that voice when he talked to people or hit on people. He don't use the Carlos King voice that we.
that's a problem to me.
Do you, Bianca? Do you think I believe that? Do you think I believe that?
Hey,
Do
he gave
you
it to
think?
us.
Do you
He
really
gave
think
it to us. I was like,
I
oh,
believe that?
that's what he said.
Carlos, the man in the relationship, so what he uses his masculine trade voice with his man. Okay, okay.
That's what he said.
I understand there is code switching that goes on in gay relationships. I really do get that. Like that is a real thing. That is really a real thing. For real, for real. Especially when there's a masculine, feminine, type of thing going on between the two. I don't believe that for a minute. For a minute. So he's trying to tell us he's the top at the end of the day. That's what he's trying to do. That's
He
exactly
said,
what he was trying to do.
But one thing I noticed, and of course this is not my world, so I'm not going to speak too heavily on it. But something that I've noticed, like there's a lot of gay men that don't really feel comfortable or don't really want to put it out that I'm, a bottom. It's like they don't want to.
Because there's a whole lot of bottom shaming. Bottoms are treated like women in the
Yeah.
in
But you're
the
still a man.
LGBTQIA plus community, and so bottoms are looked at as lesser than. Just in general, bottoms are looked
hmm,
at as lesser than. So that's why there's a lot of talk of bottom shaming because there is a whole lot of bottom shaming. Um,
That's different.
they'll say that bottoms are getting ran through like they would women. Like they talk about bottoms like they do about women in the worst way. In the worst
Isn't
way.
that's really like a whole nother level of, you know, yes, I'm in a relationship with another man, but he's not masculine enough for me, but I want him to take me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Hmm.
That is
It's
insane.
Yeah,
so yeah. I'll preface yet again. I'm not a gay man, so I wouldn't know.
yeah. It's complicated and unnecessary. Extremely unnecessary.
Unveiled Vibration says the reaction to her spicy side would be TV gold.
Right. And yeah, and if you remember in For Color Girls, when Janet Jackson's character was confronting her husband about sleeping with a man, and she said, "Oh, you letting somebody bend me over," and he got real mad. I ain't letting nobody bend me over. Like that's the thing. Like it's looked at as worse. Yes, you're gay, but if you're bottoming, oh, that's just the worst of the worst. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's ridiculous.
But it's crazy because if the the bottoming wasn't there, then what would you have?
Your hand. Because that's
Right.
exactly what you would have, sir.
So like I'm just confused at what's the problem here.
It's you okay. The problem is that masculinity is is looked at in a way where it's like you're still a man, so stop being such a I'm about to say a P word,
Right.
but you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You're still a man,
Exactly.
so don't be that. You know what I'm saying? And it's still kind of like mas that whole it's okay.
It's a
When we
lot.
think
It's a
about
whole lot.
living, right?
Hmm.
And being, grown and living life and having sides to ourselves, right? I personally like to name the masculine and the feminine parts of our lives because we all hold masculine and femininity within us, right?
Right.
But when you think about a man, it's much more difficult for them to be able to do that. Just like it's kind of easy, uh, yeah, more accepted that a woman can be with a woman and then get back with a man, and so
Hmm.
she can say, like,
I was just
maybe
trying
this
it
isn't
out.
for me. I was
Never
trying it out.
understood
It's just a little
Yeah,
fun.
I
yeah,
A
never
man
understood
can't do that. That's the stigma that will stay on them for the rest of their lives,
right.
and I think that's still,
That's tragic to me
it really is.
because it
Um,
holds people back from exploring.
I
And
agree.
I don't know how many men go throughout their life thinking that they might feel some type of way, never exploring it, and possibly just missing out. Like
You know what I
that's
think is
just so
kind
sad
of,
to me.
well, eventually becomes a redemptive story, but looking at, it's mostly white men that get married, decide to transition, but stay married to their wife,
Yeah,
and they become like good Judies.
yeah, that's something I don't
Yes.
understand.
Okay. I had to think about. I had to process
Right?
that.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
You know, I think at some point it's no longer a sex thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Gender identity and sexual orientation are two completely different things. One has nothing to do with the other. One has absolutely nothing to do with the other. So,
And I think
you
that's why they can understand it, because it's like, I would never ask, but it's the parent, like some of them, they don't go through the full gender reassignment,
mhm.
but they do what they want as far as living out their lives as a woman. And
As far
what's
as the
funny,
look outside look is concerned.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But what's funny to me though is like they, I think, yeah, they just wanted to live free as what
Hmm.
they wanted to be. All I can do is respect it, and if they have the
Yeah.
sex figured out, shoot, do you,
You happy, I'm happy.
boo, boo, okay?
Exactly.
Because if y'all happy in y'all house,
Ain't got nothing to do with mine.
Because if I don't understand it, that means it wasn't meant for me to understand. It's
Right.
just meant for me to go on about my business and mind my business.
and it's nothing wrong saying, "Wow, I don't understand that," and keep it pushing.
Okay. But be happy, live free, do your thing.
Okay, do y'all. But yeah, I do have a. Will you say I have a spicy side, Tyrone?
I'd say you have a spicy side.
A spot. Where would that come from? I'm amazing.
You want me to answer that?
Yes, yes. I need you to answer that.
I've lived for you with you and known you for 35 years. So therefore I know that there is a spicy side. That's all I need to say.
Somebody now pushed that button in their 35 years.
Hmm.
Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, Bianca.
Unveiled Vibration says, What happened? She was so sweet, but her spiciness will sneak up on you. Yeah. He also says your facial expressions um would be memes for years. Thanks. Uh, he says JoJo speaks. He doesn't do well with people he don't have off camera relationships with. Oh well, yeah, yeah. Talking about Carlos King. Yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
do well. Yeah, he really
Gotcha.
doesn't.
Yeah. It's apparent.
That's why isn't it his Monday shows where he has Dustin Ross on there? He got to have Dustin Ross on there. You don't like? Do you don't like Dustin Ross?
I do. I love Dustin Ross. I love Dustin Ross. I love Dustin Ross. I'm
You
just
eat
so
That
him for breakfast,
surprised.
Bianca?
boy.
Okay. And I don't
I don't.
he was in The Skinny with Jussie Smollett. He played Jussie Smollett's boyfriend in that movie. I love me some Dustin Ross. I'm
I
just
enjoy his
surprised that
voice and his he a
he's
thinker.
extremely smart,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
extremely intelligent, and I love his delivery as well
Yes.
because it's so dry but
yes.
so to the point.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
was just
so
about to say
to
it.
the MFing point, which is the reason why Carlos needs him for his Monday show.
And I got to go watch it because I can't wait to hear his raw reaction to this dry sass season.
Right.
I can't wait. Oh, I cannot wait to hear what he
I
have.
might have to make my way over there because I've kind of made it a thing not to necessarily support that man, but
Right.
for Dustin, I might.
'Cause I sure don't.
Oh gosh, Tyrone did bottom shaming.
Was that shade, Tyrone? Was that
It
shade?
was. I think he was just giggling like a young boy. Bottom shaming. God bless him and God bless y'all. Look, this. I love how we could just sit here and talk about randomness. Y'all are just amazing. Um, I'm gonna find my way out of here. Hold please. You know what sucks? I still gotta send out an email for work. Just one more. It's like, when the day was over with and I'm not gonna work anytime past things, it's like, you know what? I'll come back eventually. It'll be done before
Right.
the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Before I shut my eyes. Right.
I got a test, I got a class to take before I go to official training tomorrow. I'm like, y'all couldn't have told
Wow.
me that no sooner.
Just knock it out, Bianca. Just knock it right on out. Just
Whatever.
knock it out.
Takes whatever it takes.
Yeah. And for me, when it comes to stuff, all I gotta do is like get to it
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and get started. And I know I'll be done within like 20 minutes. I'll be fine. But
You
I
will.
just gotta start.
Yeah.
And that's my problem. Just gotta start it. I'll get to it though. I love you guys. Jonathan, you did say we're not going to be coming together this Thursday.
Yes, I did. We will not be filming this Thursday. I will be out of town with my father and mother celebrating his birthday in North Carolina. So I will not be recording my Hot Topics and Social Commentary show on Thursday, guys.
And y'all make sure to say happy birthday to Tyrone.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Tyrone.
He
birthday.
did this. All right. I love you guys. We'll see each other again on Saturday morning for prayer and such. Uh, yeah, I'm super excited about it as per usual. We always have such a great time. And Miss Miss Kim, get ready cuz I forgot the devotional. So I'm gonna need it Saturday. I'm gonna need it Saturday.
I'm glad you got
So
that out the way right now. Right now. So you're not
yeah,
asking Miss
I'm gonna
Kim
need
on
that.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna try to remember to send a message in the Discord, Miss Kim. I'm gonna need that devotional.
Or can't you just Google it? Because I feel like I've Googled the devotion before. But maybe that was just
So
for enjoying peace in his presence.
yeah,
Maybe it was
the
for just that
enjoying peace, the last one.
one. Okay.
I don't know. We haven't found one for the current one that we got. So,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
know Miss Kim got it. She could take a quick picture of it. All right. I do love y'all dearly. I'll see y'all Saturday. I'm excited for us to celebrate Tyrone's birthday and his mommy. His birthday is this Saturday, and my daddy's birthday is on the 17th, which is what's the 17th on? It's
The
before
17th is on Thursday.
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 Hmm. And that's my
So
best friend Lenore's birthday as well, the 17th of July.
all these
Oh
cancers.
wow.
Jeez
Boom, boom,
Louise.
Right?
boom.
Anywho, um, hold on. You forgot the thing everyone come for. Shake my head. God bless y'all and my husband and y'all again. I don't know how to leave this thing, so I'm gonna just say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
I love y'all. Oh God.